Hi, my name is Mary,
And my name is Christine.
and we are sisters, and together we co host the weekly podcast, Dawson Cries. Listeners, we know it hasn't been so weekly lately. Right now, unfortunately, it's been more of monthly, but the crazy, lazy, hazy days of summer have come to an end, or are coming to an end in the next few weeks. And we're hoping to be on a more regular schedule from now on. We just got back from like a long family vacation, and we all got to celebrate Labor Day. I celebrated by working. Um, and we're all like back in the groove with our pals at Dawson. We're here. We're gonna chat about the season 4 finale, an episode called Coda, and then we're kind of excited to jump into season 5, meet some new characters, maybe. I think it's going to be pretty exciting. So I don't know what Coda means. Maybe I should have looked the definition of that up before starting this, but Christine is going to kick us off with the opening moments of the season 4 finale.
Hi, listeners. It's so exciting to be back for this. Mary, I'm glad you said this is the finale because I wasn't sure, but it does feel definitely like a finale. Um, and Coda, from a musical point of view, I know it's like if you're playing through a song, there's sometimes a coda, which is a little symbol at some point, usually like earlier on in the song. And then when you get to the end, you either will see a symbol that tells you to go back to the coda and then play through the end. So I think it's something like a call back to. Maybe that's how it's referenced. And seeing what happens in the episode, that does kind of fit because it opens like some of the really early episodes used to always open with Dawson and Joey hanging out on Dawson's bed. They're watching a movie together and they're rewatching Dawson's monster flick that they filmed. I think it was like the first episode they were filming this, The Sea Creature from the Deep, in which Joey is a victim of this sea monster played by Pacey and Dawson is directing. And in hindsight, as he's watching it like a few years removed, he gets enough distance to realize, man, this film really sucked.
Yeah.
And Joey is like, well, need I remind you, this film that sucks won the Boston Film Festival and got you a bunch of money, so it can't suck that bad. And then Dawson does a little dig at himself about how his next film that he used the prize money to fund was very self-referential and self-pitying and just kind of garbage. But it was nice to see them back in their element. They're really sentimental. This is a very sentimental episode for everybody. I mean, this is like the start of we're going to college, that we all have to say goodbye. Like for a high school kid, this is like the most dramatic point that you can imagine. It's a big moment in your life when you're young. But Dawson and Joey are reminiscing about how, just yesterday it seemed like they were worrying about what 10th grade was going to be like, and now, like, they're on the edge of this big change. And Dawson doesn't even have the full summer with his friends to process. He's going to USC early for a summer semester. Dawson's, like, kind of uneasy about it. I mean, he's avoiding packing. He seems almost in denial about it. Joey's trying to make him feel good, like, hey, they want you early. That's a really good thing. But Dawson is kind of worried. And then, at some point in the movie, we see the monster pop up on the screen. And then we see Joey kind of react to that because, of course, the monster was Pacey. And Dawson asks her, if she ever heard from him or she ever thinks or she's thinking about him. And she tells him she hasn't heard anything and she's upset by that. And then they kind of talk about their troubles sustaining a relationship and sympathizing over that and just basically reminiscing on the past, where they are now, and kind of setting the tone for what's going to be an episode of like looking to the future and looking back at the past. So, Mary, I don't know if you have anything to add to all of that intro. This is a pretty heavy intro.
Yeah, I mean, you did a good job summarizing everything. I mean, it just felt I just watched the whole thing going like, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. They're lying in bed. They're making all this eye contact. It's just like they're playing games with the devil. And it really, really made me nervous.
Oh, I know. Yeah, like they seem like dancing around a romance.
Yes. 2
Yes.
days before Dee's about to get on a plane, go 3,000 miles away.
Oh.
Or maybe more. I don't know how many miles it is. But it's far. So it really was making me a little nervous.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And then, like, you know, after that little montage and everything, then we're with Jen and Jack and Joey and Dee hanging out, lying on the ground, talking about. Jen's like, oh, shouldn't we be looking for summer jobs right now? And Joey's like, everyone who's here other than you has a job. Which is weird because Jen's like making Graham sell her house. Like, not like making her, but she's, you know, Graham's is selling her house to pay for Jen to go to school. It's like, Jen, the least you could do is get a summer job. But she doesn't have one. And then they start playing Would You Rather, which when I was a kid, used to be like my favorite game. You do always try to like gross your friends out with the gross, you know, would you rather this or would you rather that? And, you know, they start making up all these scenarios that involve having sex with Principal Peskin.
Ew.
Yeah, ew. All the teens think he's so gross. I don't really remember what he looks like. Is he ugly?
I can't remember him either, Mare. I feel like he's a
seems
generic
normal.
white dude. Yeah.
He was the guy with the cello, right?
Yeah, he's just like a white dude.
He's not that bad. He's just old.
He's not even like ancient.
Yeah, but they're all so grossed out by the thought. And then Dee has sort of the would you rather to end all would you rathers, and he says, would you rather have sex with Principal Peskin or watch Grams have sex with Principal Peskin? I mean, that's pretty gnarly. And Jen is very disturbed. And
she's like, don't talk about my Grams that way.
Yeah, I know. I was sort of like, Dawson, what the fuck?
I know.
Like, that's kind of real rude.
That's like a dirty dog.
That is a dirty dog. Grams would be mortified if she knew.
Ooh, she'd probably give him a little slap.
Yeah, probably.
It's like, how dare you?
Yeah. Jennifer! How could you be friends with such a lad? Something along those lines. We haven't seen Drew in a minute.
I kind of missed
still on
Drew.
The show,
I know. Where's that?
Well,
Valentine?
maybe he was in the last episode. It's been so long, but he wasn't in
oh my God,
this episode
true.
at all. They mention him, but he's not in it. So.
And then, they mentioned the mom, the Valentine.
Yeah, Drew's mom. But I guess it's not really necessary for him to say goodbye to Drew, so.
That would be funny.
Yeah, Drew, man, it's been great. You know, I framed you for stealing that boat. Good times, brother. All right.
Peace out.
Catch you on the flippity flip. Yeah, that doesn't happen. But it's
maybe
also
he'll get a call
and
he'll get a call. Oh, sorry.
It's kind of also Jen and Grams' last night.
Yeah.
Which no one pays as much attention to. It's all about Dee. But, like, Jen and Graham supposedly are leaving the next morning.
Well, they do. I mean, they do in their own way, and Jack. But
yeah, in their own way. But the whole friend group is like, it's Dawson's last night. They're not like, it's Dawson and Jen's last night.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with Jen. Like, are they going away? Or are they staying somewhere else for the summer? Because, like...
it kind of seems like they're... Yeah, I don't know.
Because it does seem like... I don't know, the way they were talking, like they had some summer, because Jack's like painting some house over the summer.
Yeah, but Jack doesn't live with Grams anymore.
Are they rooming all together though at college, or is Jack getting his own place?
I don't know if Jack. It's really hard to tell.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
The specifics are. It's just like, oh, bye, we're moving. I mean, it's all happened so fast.
It did, I know. It felt like it was like the beginning of the year forever, and then it was like, oh, prom.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, everything's going crazy now.
Yeah, very, very hard to tell what's going on.
But yeah, Dawson is getting all the attention.
Yes. And then he's like, oh, I'm late to meet my dad. I gotta go. And then, I mean, ugh. he's at the computer store with Mitch, and Mitch wants a lame computer. He's really excited about the T21 or something like that.
That's right, yeah.
Which I've never even heard of. But Dawson's eyes are attracted to the Steve Jobs joint in the corner. He wants a MacBook. He wants to be a MacBook Pro. He's like, Dad, I want a Mac. If I can't have a Mac, I don't even want a fucking computer.
This is the most Dawson thing. I was like, of course Dawson would have this fit over getting the specific laptop. If he can't get what he wants, he doesn't want anything.
Yeah.
It's like, this fits his character so perfectly.
I know. It's pretty funny. He's like, well, then I don't even want one. And Mitch is like, well, you need one for college. And he's like, yeah, but I need the most expensive, most fanciest one, or it's just, it's a status symbol.
Dawson
but
is
it's like,
so
Mitch
spoiled.
was also fucking driving me crazy, because Mitch was like, well, I did all the research for you, and I've decided. And I mean, it is his money, but he's not the one who's going to be using it every day. So it's just kind of, both of them were driving me nuts. And it was just manipulative on both of their parts, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was like, Dawson, you little spoiled brat.
Yeah.
I did think it was funny how into the T21 Mitch was, though.
Like, yeah, really.
He was like
ridiculous
super. I was
stuff.
like, just buy your own, Mitch.
Yeah, for real.
Like, you really want this? He probably wants it so he can borrow it when Dawson's home on break.
Yeah,
like, yeah. Let me get my fingers on that T21.
Yeah, I was like, because I was thinking, yeah, I mean, maybe he kept it for himself.
Maybe he did. Yeah, maybe he did. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna keep this. Be my new thing while Dawson's gone.
Solid computer.
I'm gonna learn programming. Start a business.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. So anyway, so they leave things in a very bad place because Mitch purchases the T21. And then we're back at Graham's and Jen's place, and Jack is there too. And Graham's has cleaned everything out of the fridge. There's not a bite of food left in the house. And yeah, the movers are coming tomorrow at 8 a.m. And Jen's like, Grams, I know you're just being nice to me because you're trying to trick me into coming home. And guess what? I'm going to do it. It's working. I'm coming home. I was like, oh, what? Okay. And they decide that they're going to have tea together for their last night at home. Kind of a sweet moment. I mean, Grams and Jen are like thick as thieves right now. I don't know. Nothing, no drama there.
No, they're doing really well. Their relationship is very strong, kind of like Joey and Dawson. They're on really good terms.
Oh God.
Yeah, I thought it was nice how Graham's like insisted. She's like, "No, Jen, like it's your last night with your friends. You should go out. Don't be overly sentimental about our house when it's all empty and everything." But the tea party was a really cute suggestion.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I want to watch that. I want to watch the tea party.
I was like, okay, that's cute, but I don't need to see it.
I did like seeing this next scene.
Oh, drama.
Yeah, well, I liked it, but I also was cringing. But it was a good opposite of Graham's and Jen, because we're with Mitch and Gail and Dawson and Joey. And Mitch and Gail are talking about how they're sad that Dawson is, like, this is the last night. He's at home. And then Dawson's like, yeah, I'm going to go to the movies. And Mitch, like, is like, no, you're not.
Oh, my God.
Like,
Mitch.
you're spending your last night at home with your family and your baby sister. This reminded me a lot of our dad, Mary, because I feel like,
Maybe that's why it pissed me off so much.
Maybe that's true. I know. And I understand where he's coming from because, family means a lot to me. But I just remember being Dawson's age and just, being so scared about leaving my really good friends. Yeah. And I was like, well, I live with my parents. I see them all the time. But my friends, I'm not going to see them ever again. So it felt more important to spend time with them. So I understood where Dawson was coming from and where Mitch was coming from. But, God, that was so uncomfortable when Mitch, lost it and everyone's awkwardly, and Dawson is, adamant. No one's giving.
Yeah, I mean,
Dawson
Mitch
isn't getting
lost
what he
shit.
wants. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but he should. It's his time. He should decide how he spends it. And, he just was with Mitch. He's going to be home at the end of the night. He's going to see them in the morning. And yeah, these are his best friends, and he should kind of get to say goodbye. And Mitch is just like no one wants to hang out with someone who's like, you have to hang out with me. Like, it's just not the way to do it. And
It would have ruined the last night.
yeah, he was just being so overbearing and manipulative, and the way that Gail was just like hiding in the background, it almost made him look like kind of like a, you know, really kind of emotionally abusive man, you know?
Yeah,
Like, you're gonna do what I want, and there's no second, you know? And Dawson's like, no, I'm not. And he's like, okay, so see you tonight. And he's like, what? Like, just...
Yeah, it was
It
like
bothered me.
a battle of the wills.
Yeah.
The strong-willed, leery men.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Mitch then he tried to switch tactics and guilt trip him. It didn't work either.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, Mitch, he strikes me as being super manipulative. And I kept thinking back, like, Mitch, now you want to spend time with Dawson? Like, what about when you and Gail were going through the divorce and you were, like, calling him your buddy, not even your son anymore, and you didn't want to spend time with him?
I know.
You know, you were too busy trying to have, like, an open relationship and bone a bunch of girls. And you didn't. Like, yeah, he was, like, totally cold shouldering Dawson. So, like, maybe you should have been a better father, you know, during that time.
Yeah, I mean, I like it when Gail kind of psychoanalyzes him later.
Yeah.
I think she was pretty spot on, but...
Yeah, I mean, she is. I feel some kind of way about Mitch.
Yeah, no, I know you have a big bone to pick with Mitch.
I hate him, I always have. I can't help it. Oh, my God.
Well, Pacey, in the meantime, is down in paradise. I was excited we got to see him. I was like, where are we now? What is this island location? And I was like,
know.
oh,
yeah. Like, what? Is this a commercial?
I was confused. I was like, what are we doing here?
I thought it was like an American Express commercial or something.
I know. I was like, is this like related to the hurricane? Like, how did this get in here? But
Oh my God.
I was like, oh yeah. Pacey is sailing down to the Caribbean. So we see him. He's on a boat deck. He's working extremely hard. He's getting some shit for how hard he's working from another deckhand. And he asks the guy who's kind of busting him if he knows where a phone is, because he has to make a phone call. And the guy lets him borrow his, like, cell phone, and is like, yeah, okay, man, but when you're done, we gotta go get a drink. Like, you gotta chill out. And Pacey calls someone, and it rings a few times. No one's answering, so he hangs up. I thought he was calling Joey.
Right.
But, you know, we don't know for sure.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I thought he would be calling Joey. Yeah, but we don't know who he called.
No. I mean, we know he calls someone
They're not
later.
using cell phones yet, so there's no caller ID. And he's calling from a stranger's phone anyway.
Yeah, so can't tell.
No.
And no one answered at all.
No one answered at all. Well, he hung up after like 2 rings. But
yeah, and the rings were real fast. I was like,
well, no one answered. I guess I'm hanging up. Time to get that drink.
Give it a second, yeah.
He looks happy though.
Yeah, he looked good. His hair was a little longer. He looked pretty relaxed. I mean, it's good he's working hard.
Yeah.
But that's kind of different. I feel like Pacey would maybe like be more lighthearted and fun.
Yeah, but not on a boat. He likes working on a boat.
That's true.
Yeah. So then we've got Jack. I don't know. He brings up how Joey's going to miss the D. Oh, I skipped a bunch of stuff. Wait. No, I didn't. Dawson and Jack are talking about how D is nervous to go to college. And he brings up, he's like, yeah, I bet that, like, Joey's going to miss you. And he's like, you better acknowledge the hugeness of this moment. And it's just too much. Dee's like, all right, man, like, don't sit next to me at the movies tonight. You're bumming me out. And Jack's like, come on, man. Didn't it cross your mind that you could spend the whole summer with Joey? And I'm like, what the fuck are you scheming for? Like, don't you remember the drama of the past 2 years? Like, why are we trying to stir more shit 2 days before Dawson leaves?
I know.
Right?
Yeah, Jack is his little drama queen, drama lover.
Yeah, but it's like, come on, everyone's finally chill.
I know. And it seems like it's too late. Like, you should have planted the seed, like, a while ago.
Yes!
Like, the day before is too late.
I mean, you would think, but apparently not.
No. No, Jack's really stirring the pot.
Yeah.
And Dawson does admit, he's like, yeah, I can't stop thinking about it.
It's like, yeah, dude, I thought about it. No!
Oh, D.
Yeah.
Let it end.
And then he's like, I fell in love with someone else this summer. And I'm like, no, you didn't.
Gretchen, yeah.
He didn't love Gretchen. He didn't even remember her, probably. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
I know. I liked them, but it was ill-fated, I guess.
It was, yeah, didn't mean anything. He's already back on his Joey tricks.
He's just got this flame for Joey that no one can
ever
touch.
Extinguish.
No, seems like.
Sometimes when she does that little toothy smile with her little tiny lips, I'm like, oh, I can't.
Do you get crushed by it?
I get annoyed by it.
Oh, I thought you were like, you had a crush on her. I was like,
no, because she has a little face and it like bothers me.
Well, she's kind of like, her movements are asymmetrical. Like, she does that, I know what you're talking about, that smile.
Her teeth, it's like she shows baby teeth. It bothers me.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I kind of agree. I feel bad saying it, but I do.
I know. I'm not being nice tonight.
Oh,
about Principal Peskin, about Joey's baby teeth.
Joey's baby teeth. Joey shrugs. She's like, asymmetrical shrugs.
I'm like, just be real. Leave
Oh
them
my
for the
gosh.
tooth fairy. Come on. Move on. Then Jen's doing the same shit with Joey.
Yeah, Jen.
She's like, what are you feeling? I'm like, absolutely nothing. And then Jen's like, Dawson would stay the whole summer if you asked him to. I'm like, why the fuck would she ask him to do that? Like, that would really fuck up his life.
Oh my
More
God.
than she already has. Having him skip this summer session. Don't you think the professors are going to be fucking pissed if he skips this summer session and then show, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it looks very ungrateful. Like, you were given this honor, this opportunity, and to turn it down. It just makes you look like you're not serious, and it's a really bad way to start off. Because that's the people he's going to need to network with in the future. Yeah. So you can't.
And it's like, D, if you're saying your films suck, you need all the help you can get.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we know, like, quit while you're ahead. Like, it's good now, but doesn't mean the summer is going to be magical, or that you're going to have the same problem in 3 months. So it'll only be harder if you wait that long.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And it reminds me of, like, back in the first season, I think it was the first season anyway, when Dawson asked Joey to not go to Paris to be with him. And it really ends badly.
Yes. No, that's very true.
Yeah.
I see that.
So, we already learned this lesson. Dawson maybe witnessed it, has some perspective. But they both seem like really hoping, wishing that they had more time together. And Mary, it made me nervous, like you said in the beginning.
Yeah, it's made me very nervous.
Yeah, I was like, oh God.
Yeah. So then, so Joey's like, well, what makes you think I'd even want him to stay longer? Jen's like, I don't know, just a little voice that keeps saying to me, I like your hair color. What number is that? And I was like, ooh, what a throwback. Throwback to season 1.
Yes, a coda, if you will.
Yeah, coda. But yeah, then they're outside the movies, and Jen buys everyone's movie tickets, even though she doesn't have a job. She's splashing out buying movie tickets for everyone. She gives him like $1, and he hands her 4 tickets. I'm like, what? I know this was a couple years ago, but come on, that's cheap.
That's not realistic.
That's cheap.
But it was nice of Jen. Yeah, I was like, oh, she bought.
I know. I was like, yeah, girl. No one even was like, thank you. I'll get you back, or I'll Venmo you. They just,
I'll Venmo you. Yeah.
It's on Jen. Get a job. Yeah.
They're seeing American Graffiti again. It sounds like they've seen it already.
I didn't catch that, and I watched this episode twice.
Oh, I saw it on the marquee because they like panned it, like it going in and going out. And I meant to look up American Graffiti because I've never seen it, but I don't know anything about it, so that's all I have.
No, I don't either.
Yeah. Well, fun fact, that's what they saw again. Oh, this is the good scene with Mitch and Gail coming up. So, they're sitting at home alone because Dawson's out at the movies, looking at baby pictures of their little baby girl and cooing and cawing over how cute she is. And then they come upon a picture of her with the D. And Dawson does look cute in that pic. They both look pretty cute. It is a good pic. And they say how they both have all the Leary features. And then Mitch goes off about how Dawson inherited, I don't know, he's like stubborn or something. He's insulting him basically. And then Gail is like, okay, honey, well, maybe what you're doing is you're expressing your insecurity about your feelings about the future. You're stomping around the yard, you're throwing a little fit. This seems like the kind of thing that men do, but it's just because you're having trouble dealing with how you're feeling. And I was like, Gail, yes, you got it. Like, that's so right. And Mitch is like, I don't know, he's trying to fight, and Gail is like, well, I think you've proved where Dawson has inherited his, not thick-headedness, but along those lines.
Yeah, she's basically like, you'd rather pick a fight than admit you're feeling insecure, which is, pretty accurate, it seems. Yeah, she can read him. She can read him. But right. She's too good for him, obviously. She's so annoying.
But it was nice that she kind of helped. I feel like she helped him move past those feelings.
She did help him, but he's so stubborn and awful. Like, remember when he was like slut-shaming her like crazy, and after she apologized for years, like,
yeah,
she's put up with so much shit from him. I just can't.
I know. I'm glad they're back together. But
no.
Oh, I think they're a cute family. No. I like their sexual chemistry is good too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dawson knew about condoms since kindergarten.
He's never had a reason to use one. But
no, poor D.
Oh, the D, the dirty lonely D. Oh. Yeah, if this was Gossip Girl, D would be Lonely Boy.
Oh, I never saw that.
That makes sense.
Oh,
Christine.
I know, all my coworkers love it. But I'm like,
it's been off the air for like a really long time.
I know. They're all like watching, I guess on Netflix or whatever.
What?
My one coworker told my other one, like, oh, you have to watch Gossip Girl. And she did, and she got obsessed. And then the other one started watching it. They're like, oh my God, I love Gossip Girl.
It's so old.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe the one who watched it when it was airing.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh yeah, this was a show I really liked.
Well, look, how about I'm talking about It's So Old? We're watching something.
Yeah, Dawson's No Spring Chicken.
At least 10 years predates it. Yeah, exactly.
So.
Yeah, it's kind of, I mean, they're way badder on Gossip Girl, obviously.
I would think.
It's basically like if all the characters were Jen in New York City. That's
okay.
the vibe. It's like a bunch of Jens in New York.
Oh, wow.
Although none of them are as, like, nice or cool as Jen. They don't deserve her.
Like just Jen, but not as good.
But without Jen.
Oh. I don't know if I'd like it. I don't know. All my coworkers loved it, so maybe I would. I don't know.
I mean, I've seen it. It's entertaining, but...
Yeah, they said, like, it's addictive.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
It's a lot of drama. Yeah, so then, they're doing this, really uncomfortable thing when they leave the movies, where, like, Jack and Jen decide that they're going to go home, basically because they think that Dee and Joey should be alone. But then Dawson, very weirdly, drops Joey off at home first.
Well, it sounded like Joey had to be dropped off first because Jen lives right next to Dawson, and Jack's car is there, so that's, like, how it worked out with the order. Which was a funny throwback to, like, remembering... Like, I haven't thought about that in so long, but, like, being like,
so true.
Am I going to be dropped off last? Like, you always kind of think about that.
Yeah! Yes!
Funny.
Who's going to be the last one in the car?
Right?
Yes.
It's like
no,
so
that's so
school.
true. Yeah, that is true.
That made me happy.
Yeah. No, it's true. Yeah, I kind of thought, when Jen said I live right next door, I was thinking that she meant to the movie theater for some reason.
Oh.
That she was going to walk home. But yeah, you're right. That makes way more sense because she is Dawson's neighbor.
Yeah, so it was just kind of like bad luck for Joey and Bea.
Yes, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, but it is awkward when they're standing on their porch, like with Jack and Jen in the car.
God, yeah, it's so awkward. And Joey, they have like kind of a long awkward conversation.
Yeah.
And Joey's like, "You're gonna have so many celebrity sightings when you're in LA. Like one day you're gonna be at the organic store, and you're gonna turn around and you're gonna see him. Jesus Christ, I mean Steven Spielberg himself. And what are you gonna do?" And Dawson's like, "Well, Joey, I'm kind of more into Soderbergh right now." I was like, "Oh my God, Dawson, what the fuck?" And he's like, "Oh, I guess I would just say thank you." And then it's clear that he's not even talking about Spielberg anymore. He's talking about Joey.
Yep.
Thank you for the memories.
Thanks for the memories.
Thanks for the memories. I don't know. It's terrible. Then she's like, "I'll see you at Thanksgiving," and he's like, "No, bitch, I'll see you at Christmas."
Yeah, that was kind of funny. I was like, "Ooh."
I know, but that was also like another thing that's like realistic. You're like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
Oh no. You know.
Yeah, it's almost like a relief. It's like, oh yeah, the holidays. I'm like, oh, that's it. Like that's all we got.
Yeah, that's all you get.
I did like how Joey, after Dawson said I'd say thank you. It was like the intense look. Joey's like, doesn't really seem like enough, does it? It's like, no. It was like so intense. But at the same time, I was like, pump the brakes. Like, yeah.
I know, it's really bothering me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
this episode, I know you watched it twice. I was not a big fan.
I don't know, I liked it just because it's it did like bring back memories, and
oh yeah,
there was some drama, but I was angry at Joey and Dawson because like we haven't really seen them rekindle the romance until this episode, because I mean Pacey just left, like what was it, the last episode? So like he hadn't even been gone.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like it hasn't been that much time. It's been maybe like a week or two. So it just seems like Joey, like it seems like with her flirting with him and doing all this shit, like she is basically confirming all of Pacey's fears that Joey was never really over Dawson. Right. And she was always still thinking about being with him. And I'm kind of mad at her.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of like Joey's the same as Dawson. Like,
yeah,
you know, they have that weird candle for each other. Yeah.
It's so weird.
It's strange. But, you know, it has not been that long, because the summer hasn't even started, really. And, like, last episode was, I think, the graduation, so.
Yeah, and he's leaving super early to go to summer session, so, like, presumably he's spending the entire summer there, so.
Yeah, so it's probably been, like, a week, like you said. That's, like, yeah, Joey Dawson, like, you know, it's good for a week, that's about it. That's all you get. Like,
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Like, cut your losses while you're ahead.
Yeah, I mean, her and Pacey just broke up at prom. Like, yeah, she's maybe been single for, like, maybe a month, probably less.
Yeah.
You know? It's just too soon to have these, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I know it's an emotional time and crazy shit happens, but, like, yeah. That's all I'm going to say about that for now.
Yeah.
Jack and Jen bought a cell phone for Dawson. Have you ever heard of such a thing?
No, that was weird. I was like, why? His parents are so rich. His dad's like buying these computers. And
he got all that money from AI. I mean, I know I gave it all to Joey, but like,
yeah,
he gave it all to Joey because he has money.
I know. I was like,
he can Skype you on his MacBook. I mean, I don't know if Skype's a thing, but you know what I mean? It's like, why are you buying him a cell phone?
I know.
Are you going to be paying it monthly?
Yeah, they got like a 5-minute calling
Did you
card.
Give him a plan? Like, I just don't understand it.
That was weird. Yeah.
So weird. It's so weird.
Oh,
never heard of a friend buying a friend a cell phone.
No, I'd be like, what are you doing if someone bought me a phone?
Life. Yeah, I'd be so confused.
Like, you don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Jack's like, stay cool. That's his advice when he like leaves. I'm like,
Jack says that he gets in a convertible. It's like, Jack,
cool. Jack has a lot of money too. Let's not forget.
Oh yeah, he does. That makes Andy, a fortune. Yeah. Jen's
Well, at least
somehow
I thought
got
they
money.
did, or did something happen where they didn't?
Well, I don't remember if, like, the dad... I feel like the dad was still pretty, like, business-focused, so he probably didn't fuck it up.
Yeah.
I think that the dad still does.
Right.
Yeah, he was able to send Andy to Italy for, like, a while, so...
Yeah, that's true. Indefinitely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Then the scene with Dawson and Jen is weird too.
It was strange. I was like, what is happening?
Whoa, you not hitting on Jen?
I think Dawson's just real horny.
It was just weird.
I can't tell. It was so weird.
Yeah, I mean, he tells some weird story about how they all grew up afraid of Grams. And then he's like, Jen's like, oh, I'm like Boo Radley. And he's like, yeah, but you're beautiful and you have breasts. And I was like, ew, what the
Dawson.
fuck? Like, Dawson, you don't need to say everything you think. Then he makes a joke about, like, boning her for 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Like, he's a minute man after all.
Real charming, yeah.
Really bothering me. And then Grams interrupts, thank God.
Yeah, Grams is like, what did I hear from the kitchen?
Like, 5 minutes? No.
My Jennifer deserves at least 30 minutes.
Oh my God. But you don't have to pleasure a woman, Dawson. Oh my God.
That was funny timing, yeah.
It was disturbing to me to hear Dee hitting on her like that.
It was not great, yeah.
Ugh.
It's like,
kind of reminds me of what happened to me today on the street. I was walking, and this man was, like, in my way, and then he kind of, like, turned around and let me pass him. He's like, oh, go ahead. And I was like, thanks. And he's like, the view's better from back here anyway. And I was like, oh, God.
Ew.
I'm going to, like, punch you in the face right now. I was so pissed. And then I got in the elevator 5 seconds later, and this old man in the elevator, like, held the door for me, and there were all these men inside there. And then when the doors closed, he turns to all the young men. This guy was, like, 70. And he's like, ladies first, always. Don't you forget your manners. And he started, like, chastising them for not letting me in the elevator first, and it was so awkward. And you guys were like, I think that. And he's like, no, it doesn't matter what year it is. I'm not talking 1935. And he was like, right, like, yelling at me to, like, agree with him.
Whoa.
And I was just like, oh. And then he's like, you probably don't remember 1935. And I'm like, no, a little before my time. And then he's like, I don't know if we have that age between us. And then he asked everyone their age.
Oh
and
my
then he
God,
turned
how
to
long
me.
was this elevator ride?
I work on the 11th floor. And then he was like, turned to me and he's like, how old are you, 15? And I was just like, I hate this.
That's so weird. I hate anyone who talks on the elevator.
Oh my God, this guy wanted to get in a big lecture on the elevator and he wanted me to back him up. And I was like, that guy just screamed at me about my ass. No, you're trying to do the, like, chivalry madame thing. I can't. I can't do it. Milady. I just don't like it at all.
That's so intense.
It was really intense.
Wow, Mary.
Oh my God. Yeah.
There was a woman talking on her cell phone on the elevator this morning, and that was annoying to me. I, like, visibly rolled my eyes as I walked off.
That's better than a man being like...
Yeah, I know. I was like, I thought that was bad.
Are you 15? I'm like, double it.
Wow. All right, all men stop. We got to throw that out there.
Yeah, all men stop, even if you're in your 80s. And all men on the 12th floor stop. It's funny because everyone has told stories about how the men on the 12th floor are creepy. And I've never experienced it before. Now I have.
You got the whole...
And I know, those 12th floor men are weird.
That's so odd. Wow.
Yeah.
Did everyone tell him how old they were?
Yes! The one guy behind me was like, I'm 32. The guy behind me was like, I'm 22. And then he pointed at me and I just didn't say shit. And he's like, and you're 15? And then the member like, oh, I'm 15. And I was like, what's that joke that you want to, like, statutory attack me? Like,
oh, yikes.
It really grossed me out. And I was like, this is my son, like,
that's terrible.
Like, oh, I'm gonna have this elevator.
Oh.
It was terrible. Yeah, and then my friend was at the front desk, and I was like, hi. Finally a friendly face that's not gonna make a extremely strange comment. So anyway, those are my stories for today that really bothered me.
Yeah, it should. That's
terrible. Do you talk back when sometimes I talk back when people street harass me, but usually I just keep it moving.
I usually just move. I've yelled at someone once, and one time
What
some
did you
guy, I think I just said "fuck you" in Spanish.
Oh, yeah.
And one time some guy, I must have like been like going somewhere and not really thinking and like focused on where it was going. So he was like, "You look like you're gonna beat somebody up." And I turned and was like, "Yeah, maybe I am." And I like smacked my fist into my palm. And he thought that was really funny. It was like,
Would have been like, are you trying to volunteer?
yeah, but usually, no, I usually ignore them because I don't want to like engage at all.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to, but one time some man screamed at me like, "You want to suck my cock?" And I just turned to him and I was like, "Fuck you!" I got like right in his face. And he was like, "Fuck you too!" And I was like, "Ah!" I just like ran off.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
so mad. Oh, this is why we have our explicit warning so we can go
It's true.
off.
You need
I don't
to.
even know how we got started talking about this. Oh, because D is street harassing Jen. That's how we got talking about it.
Oh, it all comes back to the dog.
Oh, it all comes back to that dirty dog.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they do.
God.
They have a weird goodbye, but they hug like twice and say goodbye, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Strange,
And then
but that's that, I guess.
That. Joey and Jen don't say goodbye to each other, so I'm guessing.
Yeah, Joey and Jack. And maybe they did briefly in the car before. I don't know.
Who knows? I guess it's a B plot. We don't get to see it.
No. They're all thinking about Dawson and Joey's goodbye. They're like,
Yeah, that's the primary relationship in all of their lives. Dawson and Joey.
So weird. Well, Dawson, being the spoiled little rich kid he is, when he comes home, he sees on his dining room table a shiny, new, beautiful MacBook.
Ow!
Oh my God, Mitch!
It's a Mac.
He got him a Mac. He caved. He's like, "Oh, my son wants it. I'll buy it." And Mitch is like, "Yeah, it sure looks cool, but it's no T21."
Have you heard of a T21?
No, I feel like I keep thinking about those calendars or calculators, those graphing calculators.
Oh, yeah.
The TI-83.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was. I don't know. It's been a while since I've used one, but
Yeah.
it had T and some numbers in it.
No, I think you're correct. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that was basically like a computer. You could do calculus on it. It was kind of mind-blowing. But, you know, it's no MacBook.
No. You can't do a photo booth on it.
You cannot, no, you cannot do a photo. You can play a game called Mr. Worm, I think it was. I once got caught playing that during math class. It was embarrassing, I know.
You can also, I mean, did you know even on like a dollar store calculator, you could type 80085 and it's going to spell boobs.
Oh my God.
Throwback!
That's a coda, yeah.
That's a way to entertain yourself.
That's true.
Cheaply. On cheap. If you don't have Mr. Worm on your calculator.
The Mr. Worm,
you
I
can
know.
just type out boobs. Show your friends. Scandal.
Oh my God. And the hello you could do upside down.
Hello. Yeah, that's a little more PG.
Yeah.
That's not really for the high school crowd.
No, that's like middle school. And then you graduate to the boobs.
Yeah. Yeah. So like Dawson and Mitch make up and I hate it.
Very. I thought it was sweet. I mean, it was weird though that Mitch told Dawson, "You're one of my favorite people."
Yeah, I was like, what?
It's like,
He's your
that's
son.
kind of, but you don't really say that to your son. I don't know. I feel like that's something
that's
you
the
say
whole
to,
thing with the divorce. Mitch doesn't even think of him as his kid anymore.
It's like an odd comment for a dad to say to a kid. I mean, it's heartwarming, but it's like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I agree.
And then Dawson promises his dad.
Oh my God.
He can't promise that he's not going to take narcotics, but he can promise that he will definitely not be joining a fraternity. And I'd be like, if I had a son, that would be what I'd hope he would say.
What kind of narcotics do you think Dee's going to be doing?
Well, that's true. I'm like, are you going to smoke a little opium? You're not going to shoot up heroin, I hope. Like,
Yeah.
are you going to take a pill? Those are very addictive, though. Like, we have an opioid crisis right now.
Yeah, I'm like, D, narcotics? Like,
he's got to numb the pain of his inner being.
Yeah, and then Mitch is just like chill about it.
I know. Mitch
Which I was like, what?
He's like, well, Dawson's not going to get so strung out that he steals my television, so I guess it's okay. And as long as he doesn't drink himself to death in the fraternity. I mean, I guess he's got to, like, beggars can't be choosers with you going off to college.
I guess, but...
No, that was crazy, though. I know.
It was like, weird.
It's like, Dawson. Yeah, narcotics is an odd one.
Just this, for the word.
Yeah, I feel like he would do... Well, maybe they just were trying to use, like, a cool, more, like, vocab-sounding word, since it's coming from Dawson.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Like, I can't promise that I'm not going to smoke a lot of weed. Like, that would sound normal from T.
Can't smoke a little dope.
Oh.
Yeah.
It would be funny if he was like, I can't promise that.
I mean, it's like he's always like, I might do some Class A drugs. It's just like...
Yeah, I know. Like, we saw Jen get almost overdose on E.
Andy.
Oh, Andy, right. Yeah. Jen was like...
Jen's scared straight.
Jen was like, no, I've done that. I've been there, done that.
She puked all over that white picket fence.
Yeah, Dawson. Dawson goes over for the narcotics. I mean, I kind of fits knowing him, but...
You think so?
Maybe, yeah, because I don't know.
What do you think he would do?
Well, I just feel like maybe he would take a pill, or he would, like, smoke some opium. I don't know.
And a Ibiza.
Just to, like, chill out.
Yeah.
Because he's so... I feel like if he smoked weed, he would get, like, really self-referential. It'd be like,
oh, God, he would be the worst.
It would be really crazy. Like, he doesn't... I don't know. He doesn't need to look inside anymore.
Yeah, he's inward-facing enough as it is.
Yeah, and I feel like if he took, like, a psilocybin or, like, a hallucinogenic... He would be freaked out because he would lose all control and, like, lose all sense of
yeah, I was
himself.
like, it might really change his personality. Yeah.
It might be an awakening. I mean, I'm excited. We'll see in college what he ends up doing.
Yeah. What do you think about the other characters?
Well, Jen, I don't think will, because she's already been there, done that.
Mm-hmm.
Jack will probably get, like, daiquiris with, like, a hot guy. I don't know.
He'll probably get what?
Like daiquiris, like
daiquiris.
Drink. I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe he'll do some party drugs. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we'll do some MDMA.
Yeah.
Although wasn't that what Andy did?
But with Andy, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Jack's kind of scared straight
yeah,
too.
Jack might be like, no.
Somebody help us! Yeah.
Although if they're going to New York, well, I don't know.
Yeah, he's gonna be doing something.
Cocaine, probably.
Yeah, maybe a little coke.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pacey's just gonna drink beer, probably.
Pacey could be stoner.
Yeah, he could. He could smoke a doobie.
Yeah, Joey should smoke a little pot because she's always like, my dead mom, my drug dealer dad.
Yeah, Joey. Yeah, the drugs. Joey, maybe not. Maybe won't do them because of that.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah.
I can't really see Joey getting into drugs or alcohol.
Alcohol?
I mean,
she got drunk. She got drunk a lot.
She's drunk before, yeah.
She drinks.
I don't think she'll be like a wine every day type.
See, I think she might drink more because she's gonna be like, it's not an illegal drug.
Oh, but she has to be 21.
Yeah, but she'll still think like it doesn't count.
Yeah.
You don't get arrested for selling alcohol. You know what I mean? Like it's not like her dad. It's like
yeah. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe she'll like get into wine coolers or something.
I don't know. I could see her. I mean, she was doing Jello shots and stuff.
She did. Yeah, she did. So
yeah. Well, anyway, we should get back to the actual episode.
I know. Yeah, but it was a long detour.
Yeah, so basically Mitch is like, okay, well, how were your goodbyes? And Dee's like, well, actually, my goodbye to Joey was underwhelming. And Mitch is like, can I just say, it ain't over till it's over. And Dee was nonplussed by that, and boy, so was I. Some bad advice, right?
Right, yeah. Mitch admits, he's like, yeah, it was all I thought of.
Oh, man.
It's like, well, at least the man is honest.
Yeah.
Then I think Jen is talking with Grams
Mm-hmm.
about how I guess her impression of Cape Side has changed over the years. When she first got there, she felt like she was being punished. But then, the more she thought about it, she thinks that her mom actually loved Cape Side because she brought her there every chance she could. She always seemed really happy over the holidays. And Grams tells her, well, those were very good times, but they were hard times for your mom. And she basically says that her mom was one of those people that chases all of their good times that they had in high school. Like, they peaked in high school and just wanted to relive that all the time. And that was surprising, because the mom seemed like, I don't know, they were in New York. It seemed like she had, like, a lot going on in her life in the present, but I don't know. I know a lot of people like that, and it always makes me really sad, so I was sad to hear that. And then Jack shows up, and this is like the tea party, by the way, I should say. They're having the tea, talking, they're sipping the tea, whatever, spilling the tea about the mom. And then as soon as Jack crashes it, Grams, like, busts out the cookies. Like, she knew Jack was coming.
I know, I was like, where's Jen's cookie?
I know, she's like, oh, I was hiding these cookies for the occasion.
I'm my hungry boy.
And they're talking about, like, how they feel about it being the last night, and if Grams is sad at all. And Grams is actually exhilarated to have a change. And then she tells a really beautiful story. I like Grams' like reminiscing stories.
Oh my god, I was just gonna say she tells an old-timey boring story.
Her coda. Oh, I thought it was sweet. I was like,
no, it's good. Yeah, if you're into it, you gotta take it.
Oh, okay. I mean, I didn't write down every detail, but it was basically about how her and her husband, first, when they first got married,
as he's known.
Oh, Gramps, lived with his parents, which he would not recommend. And then, while he was in law school or just started out practicing, lived in a tiny apartment that got really, really hot in the summertime. And it overlooked all these vacation homes that, on Saturdays in the summer, would string up these Japanese lanterns and, be the scene of the dinner parties that were very fancy, and people were playing Frank Sinatra and all this old-timey music, and, they would sit up on the roof and watch it, and then they decided, oh, we should own one of these summer houses, and that's the house they're going to be leaving. I just thought it was kind of sweet. It was like a nice goodbye story to the house.
Yeah, it is.
It just showed like how happy Grams and Gramps were.
Yeah, that is. That's sweet.
It's old-timey, but it's kind of sweet.
Yeah. So then, ring, ring, ring. Who's on the phone? It's Pacey calling for Dee.
Whoa, Pacey.
Were you surprised by this?
Yeah, I mean, like I said in the beginning, I thought he was calling Joey.
I know, it definitely was surprising. He asks about Joey, and Dawson says he knows that Joey's thinking about Pacey every 10 seconds. But then Pacey's like, actually, bro, I'm not calling about Joey. And I'm not ready to call her yet. I'm calling because you're the only person I regret not saying goodbye to. And I still think about the good old days and the way things used to be. And I was like, damn, this is crazy. Right? For how much they were fighting?
That was intense. Yeah, that was
For him to be making this phone call. I mean, I know he's been out to sea, and you get really introspective when you're, like, on the ocean. But that was really surprising. And then Dee's like, Pacey, I'm really glad you called because I just wanted to tell you that I'm proud of you. And I was like, what? I was so confused.
I know. Yeah, it was really intense. It's like everyone is going through this emotional, like, reckoning almost. They're like, yeah, we have this big event coming up, or in Pacey's case, it's already happening. And they feel like they need to do certain things and say certain things before it's too late. Or, I don't know.
Yeah.
Everyone's looking back and looking ahead, and it's causing
Right.
some craziness.
It really is. Oh God! So that's made Dawson even more introspective, and he basically is like, "I have to go find Joey." He leaves to find her, and then he finds her right in his front yard looking for him.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, right
I
on
can't. Oh,
cue.
I'm so upset.
Yeah,
They
I know.
decide they're gonna watch E.T. again together. They start flirting, talking about their respective futures while they're in bed, staring in each other's eyes, back and forth, gooey, mushy stuff.
This was so over the top.
They start playing, they're like, "What's your favorite thing?" game. Dawson's favorite movie is Jaws, and Joey's favorite song is Daydream Believer and you know that song.
Oh, is it
Um,
that song? Oh,
Daydream Believer.
oh yeah, she did say that.
Yeah. Dawson, his most embarrassing moment was getting caught making out with Eve.
Wait, Mary, is that the Sleepy Jean song?
Yes.
Oh, God, that's why they played
Goodbye,
it.
sleepy dreams.
That song's so bad.
What can it mean?
That's the song they
Daydream
sang in the
believer,
karaoke, isn't it?
homecoming queen. Was it?
I thought so.
Oh, it could be. That would be pathetic.
And that's
if we're
why I thought
really
they
doing
played
that much of
it.
a
So I was like,
coda.
oh, it's their karaoke
Oh
song.
God!
It's
It could
also
be.
Joey's favorite song. Ugh.
Oh. So, yeah. So Joey's most embarrassing moment was offering to fuck Dawson and being rejected. And then Dawson's like, "That was my biggest regret." And I'm like, "This is getting dangerous. Y'all aren't even drinking and you're talking like this."
Yeah.
Then Joey says her biggest regret was lying about having sex with Pacey. And I'm like, "Okay, all this sex talk, all this bedroom eyes, it's not good." Then Dawson starts laughing because he's like, I'm the only goddamn virgin left in this town. Last virgin left standing, baby. Biggest virgin award goes to Dawson and Larry. Um, and then Joey's like, well, my most life-altering moment was being kissed by you in this bedroom. And then, out of nowhere, Joey's like, Dawson, I want you to stay. Oh, no. Right? No.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said no.
Oh, no. Yeah, no. This
No,
was,
no.
This is a big no.
No, right? No. Like Michael Scott. No.
Oh my God. Yeah.
No. She's like, I'm glad the soap opera is over because I like the way things are now. And I'm like, you are a little venomous snake. What are you doing?
Joey.
Biting all these men in the heart. Stop it.
Oh man.
And then he's like, I would stay if I thought it was right, but I know it's time for me to leave. This chapter's over. Then Joey goes on this insane monologue. She's like, do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart? It was like terrible. She brings up her dead mom, her drug dealing dad, how Pacey was a disappointment to her, but she says Dawson is proof that magic exists. Oh my God.
Yeah, this was. I got so bored during this whole time. I was like,
oh my God. I was
make
just
it
like,
stop.
what the fuck? Then he's like, my all-time most life-altering moment, saying goodbye to you. And then he fucking makes out with her in front of the window, and I'm so angry I can't. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, there are parts of this saga that I was like, okay, that's kind of nice. Like, I thought it was cute in the very beginning when they both run into each other, and she makes up that excuse about wanting to help him pack because she knows he won't be able to. And then she's like, well, what would your excuse have been when you came to my house? I was like, oh, she called him out. That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
But all the sex talk and the bedroom eyes and stuff, I thought they were gonna do it right there. I was like, this is
I think
really...
they did.
Well, before because then she kind of diffused it. I was like, are they about to take off their clothes? And then it seemed like it was going in a different direction. And then I liked how Joey was like, I told you, but I just did it. I want you to forget it. I just did it because I didn't want to have to suffer in silence. That was honest.
You liked that?
It was honest. I mean, I don't think I would have said anything. I would have suffered in silence.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I don't know. Like,
Well, she should have because it's not real. You know?
yeah, like what's the point? You know, like you have to say goodbye.
Yeah.
And then I really liked how Dawson was also very honest, and he said it's not a good time.
Yeah.
And I gave him props for that. And then, yeah, then they started making out. So I hope he still leaves.
He better fucking leave.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded like he'd made up his mind to, but after they kiss, like, I don't know.
That's gonna throw everything out the window.
Yeah. Yeah, and especially if they have sex. Like, I don't know.
I think they're gonna bone.
It's so weird.
Right?
I mean, it certainly seemed like they both really wanted to, so I'm
so upset. This friendship is fucked.
Yeah.
All three of them screwed. Done.
They should just be in
Even with the kiss. It's done.
They should just be in, like, a threesome.
Oh my god, Christine. A throuple?
Yeah, I don't know what
No,
you call
is it called a thruple? I always pronounce it wrong and people make fun of me.
I've never heard of the term.
I think it's a thruple. And
A
I've always called it a throuple.
A throuple?
And people
Oh,
make
that's
fun of me.
hilarious.
It's a thruple like a couple, but a thruple.
Yes, yeah.
But I used to call it a throuple and my friend laughed at me really hard.
I mean, they basically are. Whether they want to be or not.
No, not really, because it's... Yeah, they're always taking turns.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It's not like all at the same time, but
It's terrible.
it's all happening. So,
All
yeah,
happening.
this was that episode. I don't know.
Christine's not happy about it.
I'm not really.
I feel like there's
didn't
going to
really
be
care.
so much more drama of the same variety that there already has been.
It's just boring because I see it and I'm like, I feel like I've seen this for hours already. Like I
Well,
just
you
don't.
have.
I feel like a little touched, but I really don't feel a lot when I watch it.
Ooh, burn.
Do you? I mean, I don't know.
No,
It doesn't
not
tug
now.
at
I'm
my-
more annoyed.
I feel more emotion with like Mitch and Dee or Grams and Jen or like some of these other relationships.
Well, Jack and Toby. Where the fuck is Toby?
Yeah, Toby. I'm there for that.
Mm-hmm.
But like Joey and Dawson, even Joey and Pacey, I'm like, I just don't care.
Boom. Harsh words.
I know. I don't know. Probably because it's like really like emphasized, like you should care about this.
Right.
Like, oh, okay. Like some of the stuff is really sweet, but
It is really in your face.
yeah, it's in your face. And I was like, Dawson, he's making the right decision to go to school for his future. I was like, thank you. And then
Right.
it got undercut, and I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I know. I'm really afraid of what he's gonna do.
I know.
Oh,
So we'll have to wait and see, listeners.
we'll find out.
All right, Mary. Well,
Oh.
we've had, I mean, quite a lot of time to do
Yeah. So that being said,
something we all know and love, our dares.
yeah.
So, do you have any good news to report, Mary?
Well, I no, I didn't.
Oh my god!
I think I had about a month and I didn't do it.
Oh, no.
I didn't remember what it was.
I know, it's so hard. It's like impossible to remember them.
I know, but it's really pathetic.
A month, I know. Well, I mean, I almost didn't do it, but I was like, I had a month. Like, I have to do it.
You
was
did
like,
it, and I
I did it.
I kept thinking Christine's not gonna do it either.
Ah, yeah. Well, I waited till like almost the last possible moment.
Okay,
but,
what did you do?
Well, listeners, you know, as you know, Mary and I were traveling, and when we flew back into the country, we flew into the Newark airport, and we had to wait in like the longest security lines ever. So, Mary, when I was talking with Mom about the security, like after we were home, I was like, "Yeah, Mom, security was tighter than Ricky Martin's pants."
Did she laugh?
She didn't really laugh like I thought she would. I was like, why is she laughing at this funny line?
That was good.
I know. I was like, oh, that's the perfect way to use it.
Yeah, that was the perfect way to use it.
So I was relieved. I was like, I'm never going to be able to use that one.
That was a good one. I gave you a good one.
I know.
Well, I get partial credit for giving you a good one.
Well, Mary, you always give me the dares.
Yeah.
You're like, I just get a point.
I deserve a half a point.
Oh my god.
For giving you one about security before we went on an international trip. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good pitch or whatever, but I don't know if you get a half a point.
I don't even remember what mine were, so they were impossible to do.
Oh boy.
Okay, well, I only have 3 things highlighted, so are you ready for your dares?
Yeah, I am ready. I hope I can do them this time.
Alright, well, the first one is, do you ever feel utterly incapable of sustaining a relationship?
Oh, yeah, I wrote that one down too.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I do.
Yeah.
The
Okay,
answer, listeners, is yes.
The answer is yes. The second one is last gasp of a dying dictatorship.
Ooh.
It's a Gail quote.
Yeah, that's an intense one too.
She's talking about Mitchy Poo.
Little Mitch.
I don't know. I
Mitch
don't know
the
if I should even
dictator.
give you this one because it's so easy.
I think that means you should.
It's like too easy though, and you just got.
Man, I hardly ever do them though. I had a month, that's why I did it.
I know. All right, the last one is telling someone stay cool.
Oh, I
But you
could
have
do
to also
that.
do like the finger guns at them because I think Jack did the finger guns.
Stay cool. Well, that's fine. I feel like I do that to people anyway.
All right.
Stay
well, that's what you
cool.
got.
Let me write down finger guns so I don't forget.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Then I have to get into a convertible.
Yeah, and you have to get into a convertible.
Nah, that's not true.
And you have to start dating a guy named Toby.
Oh my god, I don't even know any Tobys.
Well, get looking. Get swiping.
I just think of Tobey Maguire, who I hate.
Why do you hate him?
I just hate him.
Oh.
I hate his face. I think he's a bad actor, and I think he was also a bit of an asshole.
You gave me a lot of shade for making fun of Joey Potter's teeth, and now here you are saying all this shit about Tobey Maguire out of left
I do not
field.
feel bad about dunking on Tobey Maguire.
That's so random.
I know. I saw him in the Spider-Man. I was like, I hate that guy. So any Toby
visceral
stands
reaction
out there, I apologize, but get a new favorite actor is my advice.
Yeah, I don't think he's been in anything in a while.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Of course not.
He's bad.
Oh shit.
Oh, all right. I better change the subject.
You
All right,
got a
Mary,
hater.
are you ready for your dares?
I'm ready. Yeah.
All right. The first one. I think I can get in touch with that emotion.
Oh, the answer to the question.
The answer. Yeah, I wrote down the answer. I was like, oh, that's good. This is a nice one. This is kind of an easy one too.
Mm-hmm.
You are one of my favorite people.
Okay.
And one other.
Probably the sentiment will probably be undercut if the person ever finds out it's a dare.
True. Yeah, you can't tell them. I was a dare.
Okay.
Oh my God, Mary. Wait, no, I'm not going to give you this one, but I forgot about this moment. It was another sweet moment with Joey and Dawson at the end, like one of the few, when she was telling Dawson about how he's going to get a really pretty girlfriend.
Oh God.
And I know, I was like, gag me, but she was like, you can't keep it a secret forever. And Dawson's like, what? She's like, how incredible you are.
That was
awful.
But then she was also joking about how that girlfriend would never have sex with him because she's a prude. And I'm like, Joey, you had sex like twice.
Yeah, like, Joey, you're the prude.
You're a prude. You're a big prude. So
you didn't want to even be
that.
friends because you were different genders. Like, God.
Yeah. For real. She couldn't be more prudish.
It's crazy. Okay, Mary, I have 2 different ones. One is more maybe snarky, and one is more inspirational. I'll let you choose.
Snark.
Snark. Okay. You could say, thank you, Sylvia Plath.
Oh.
That'd be funny if someone's, like, trying to be poetic.
Yeah. Or trying to be emo.
Yeah. Yeah, my inspirational one was the nice Jen said this. We all have the power to change each other's lives. I thought that was nice.
Well, the other 2 ones you gave me were kind of sappy, so.
Yeah, you were one of my favorite people. It's real sappy.
Yeah.
So, all right, listeners. Well, we'll see if we do these within the short time frame of a week.
Oh
and
God.
you know, as Mary said at the top of the episode, we're hoping to get back into more of a weekly rhythm. Summertime vacations kind of threw us off a bit, but hopefully you all got to enjoy some downtime, some R&R, and you're rested and rejuvenated for the fall. I think it's going to be pretty crazy coming up here. But, if you're on Twitter, make sure to connect with us there. We're at Dawson Cries, W-A-H, Dawson Cries. And if you happen to be listening on iTunes, feel free to leave us a review, especially if it's a 5-star review.
5 stars only.
Yeah,
please.
yeah. I mean, yeah. We really
Why
don't
bother to
want...
leave a... If you're listening for an hour and 10 minutes and you're going to leave a 3-star review, then you just, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, it's
Why
true.
listen? Don't invest if you want to only leave 3 stars.
It's too much of your time wasted if you really think it's only 3 stars.
It's 5! 5 stars. Be a lover, not a hater. Come on.
You're one of our favorite people listening.
If it was a 5-star, then we're going to shout you out on the podcast. It's going to make our day. We're going to be texting privately about how excited we are.
We'll probably screenshot your review and put a bunch of heart
on
emojis.
Insta. Don't you want to feel good about doing something nice for us?
It'll make you feel great. It'll make us feel great.
Yeah, just do it.
Just good vibes flowing all over the place.
Yeah, and just tweet at us if you like the show.
Yeah.
And tweet at us if you have funny quips about the episode. We had some good, Hope tweeted at us her fashion choices that she likes, that she's feeling for the summer. That was fun. Hope,
yeah, you looked awesome. I love
Good looks. Good looks.
That first picture of that caftan was so cute. I was like, oh my god. I showed it to my mom because I was so excited. She's like, oh, a caftan to hike. She got all excited.
Yeah,
I was
so there
like,
you
yeah,
go.
look it.
Strong looks of summer.
Yeah, and I also want to shout out the listener from Northeast PA. That was super exciting. I know, I want to redo it because we were just visiting Northeast PA. And I don't know, listener, if you've ever been to the Italian festival, but I went there a few days ago. I love that. So if that's something you like, let us know on Twitter.
Nice one. All right, listeners, so great to be back. We really hope you had fun this episode, and hopefully we'll catch you next week for Season 5, Episode 1. Woo! Whole new season.
Oh, the
times.
College years, baby.
The college years.
All right, listeners. Well, we'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.